welcome to Lovehealingservice channel. How are you? My name is Carol. Today I want to share with you about that internal life and internal death. I know a lot of Christians, even though a lot of pastors, they don't really understand what the Bible say. So they have preached a lot of wrong concept. So today I want to tell you something. If we have to use because the Bible is a truth. So we have to use the truth to approve the truth. So we only can use the Bible to approve the Bible, not use the facts, not use the people say to approve the Bible. Because the people say that's a fact, that's not truth. We have to know, if you have the band notes, only the band know that the band notes is a real or that's a fact. You cannot, there's even though as a famous people, a famous scholars, they told you that band notes is real, but that band tell you that band notes is a fact. So we have to, according to that bank, the bank office say, not the scholars say. So a lot of pastor, a lot of questionary scholar. Let's just say that use their knowledge or use that things or use a lot of science whatever to approve the Bible. That's totally wrong. Because the Bible is the truth. So you cannot use the facts. That's even though any book, any science, that's human knowledge. So you cannot use a human knowledge to approve that's God's. We have to know any religion. We only have a create. We have that create concept. That's a very, very, very important. Everything is created by a create. We are the creation. So we have to know that who can tell you how can we go to the heaven? Who can tell you how can we get that eternal life? Only God, only Jesus. So the way we can go to the heaven, we can have eternal life that only create can give us. So we have to follow the Bible. We have to follow that Jesus and God say. That's the most important thing. We not believe that God, or we not believe that whatever the pastor say. That humans' words is not necessary. Okay, human words helpless for our life. That's the most important thing. So we know we have in a reflection, and then we know we have a final judgment. Everyone, no matter you believe a question or you don't believe a question, we have the final judgment. Final judgment is before new earth and new heaven. That's very, very important. So when we die, it's the first die. And we have a second die. Second die is most important. We have a concept. The second die is go to the eternal life or eternal death. That's a second die. So after final judgment, we have we can Jesus will decide we go to the eternal life or eternal death. That's a very important. So the first time we go to where? Where we go? The first time we go to the paradise and Hades. So the paradise, we have to wait that Jesus can carry we go to the paradise. A lot of pastors say when we first die and then we go to the Hades. No, that's not. The first die, if Jesus come to pick up us, and then we can go to the paradise, and then paradise and Hades. That's both the waiting room. Waiting for what? Waiting for the second judgment. So we know a lot of we know that let's look. Let's Jesus when Jesus nailed to the cross, and then let's have two criminals with him, and then let's Jesus told to them, today you will go to the paradise with me. So that's the criminal. Why they can go to a paradise? Because they with Jesus, so they can go to a paradise. And then we know that Jesus go to the Hades 3 days when he was in the grave, right? So that's some I heard that before that some pastors say that Jesus go to the Hades just preach gospel. Yes, that's a possibility because a lot of people in their life they don't have a chance to gather the gospel. So Jesus probably go to the Hades and then preach the gospel. You know, the first time we can go to the paradise. Not me. The second die, the second judgment, we can go to eternal life. That's a total different concept. We have to know, because you know why? Like that's a two criminal. If they are in the waiting room, in the paradise, in the waiting room, but they still keep the sins, and then they have no chance. They have no chance. God lets go to the eternal life. But if they go to a paradise, and then they have they change, and then there's a second judgment. They can go to the eternal life, because that's the second judgment is according to, that's a final judgment according to whatever we did for our whole life. So that's very, very important. A lot of Christians, they didn't go to the paradise. Why? Because a lot of people, they baptize, and then after they baptize, they don't believe Christian, they don't believe God at all. Or they have some purposes. So they baptize, become a Christian, but they not really want to be a Christian. They do a lot of evils. So they first die, they cannot go to paradise. And then most important things, we know that Hades have a fire lake, and then that's a very dry, because we know that Abraham and then Nazareth, and then that's rich people, that's a conversation, and we know that's the first die. That's another, because right now we don't have a second judgment yet. So we have no eternal life, no eternal death yet. So that's rich people in the Hades, and the Hades have a fire lake. So that's very hard. So that's a very important thing. When the people in the Hades, that means they still have a chance to go to the eternal life. When we go to the fire bad luck, we should pay that's whatever we make the things for our life. So that's why a lot of people, they make a lot of things. But when you are in a paradise, you have to know, if you keep on the worst, you will be the second judgment, and then the final judgment, and then you will go to there's a second die, you will go to the eternal death. So that's a very, very important concept. I know a lot of people that when they're dead, and then before they are good, and then probably they leave a question. So if they leave a question, that's Jesus will not pick up them. That's for sure. But if they are in that habits, but they still keep good, and then they have a chance go to the eternal life. We have to know this very, very clear. So we have to know everything is according to whatever we do for our life. So everything is depend on that's a final judgment, not the first die. That's the most important thing is the second die. So I just want to share you with you, because that's the truth. I want to let you know the truth, because I don't know what's the religion you are right now. But I have to say, every religion, we only have a creator. The creator is a real God. There's a real God. But I know a lot of religion, they create a lot of different God, and then they tell different religion, all that we believe. But we have to know, we only have one creator. That's very, very important things. So that's if we only one creator, and then our destination, so that's a final judgment we have to meet. Everyone will meet the final judgment. So we have the second death. The second death is go to eternal life or eternal death. That's a very, very important. So for that's a paradise, and then the Hades, that's another final yet. So whatever right now, you believe a Christian or you don't believe a Christian, that's your choice. I will not force you have to believe. But I just want to let you know that the truth is this. And then I just want to let you know, whatever you believe or not, you just need to do good. Because that final judgment is very, very important, according to whatever you do. So a lot of people that believe that's a lot of pastor, they have a wrong concept. Let's say when you baptize, you become a Christian, and then Jesus pay for your sin. That's I have to say, that's a different concept, because Jesus paid for our sin because we can reconcile with God. That's not mean we don't need to pay whatever we do the evil before. The most important things we have to know one thing. We have a God, we have a devil, we have devils. So the devil is fallen angels. That's a very important thing. A lot of people they have a wrong concept, because that's they have a evil souls, and then there's evil souls that comes from the fallen angels. Fallen angel is that's a evil spirit. So the evil spirit will be it's already in our life. So a lot of people were confused. Why we go to the paradise and then we go to the Hades? Why does a steel have a lot of ghosts, a lot of evil spirit in the earth? Because that evil spirit, ghost is fallen angels, and then that's that has a long time ago that already in here. So that's a very important. I want to share with you that John chapter 3 verse 12. If I had told you earthly things and ye believe not, how shall ye believe if I tell you heavenly things? So John chapter 3 and then verse 12. That's Jesus tell us, even though he tell us our earth things, and then they don't believe. How can they believe that heavenly things? So that's the most important things. We have to know whatever Jesus said, that will be achieved, because he is God. He is a creator. The earth, the universe, is created by the creator. So he make laws. He make the truth. He make the everything. He create everything. That's very important. So whatever you are, what kind of a situation, but I have to tell you, we have to according to the Bible, not according to the human's mouth. Everything already written in the Bible. So we just need to believe the Bible, follow the Bible, and we can gather eternal life. God bless you.